These huge homes in the Scottsdale area now belong to the state of Arizona. The Attorney General seized these properties because of a multi-million-dollar scam that preyed on people's insecurities.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Diana Sullivan.
I'm Wayne Garcia.
It's a pill that could supposedly increase women's bust size and make men more endowed. But the Arizona Attorney General says it is all a scam that netted 3 Valley business owners millions of dollars. TV5's Donna Rossi joins us live now from the Attorney General's office. Donna, this was an extensive operation.
Certainly was, Diana. The Attorney General of Arizona told me today that this was one of the largest seizures her office had seen in quite some time. Now, the seizures, $30 million of them, focus on a probable internet scam. And what that scam centers on is a product called Longitude. It is a product apparently profitable and popular enough to net 3 full pages in this popular men's magazine. Men all over the country fell for the pitch to pop pills to enlarge their penises. How many, we don't know. But look at what investigators believe were paid for with profits from the pills. At least 10 luxury homes in Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. The average cost about $500,000. This one had a price tag close to $2 million.
We seized about $30 million roughly in assets over the last few days.
Also among the items seized by the Arizona Attorney General's office, a list of high-dollar luxury and sports cars, from a 2003 Mercedes to a classic Rolls-Royce.
These seizures have all occurred to basically stop the company in its track, freeze the assets, so that they don't get dispersed.
Scottsdale-based CP Direct Incorporated distributed Longitude, the so-called growth pill. 3 Valley residents are behind the company, including 76-year-old Geraldine Consoli and her 44-year-old son, Michael.
The internet it's a new medium, but it's the same old crime. Fraud is fraud.
Now, the third person associated with these seizures is Vincent Passafiumi. Now, it's important to note that this was a civil action taken by the Attorney General's office, not a criminal action. So none of the 3 people have been arrested or face any criminal charges as yet. But the Attorney General also told me that this investigation was far from over, and there is a possibility that a criminal case could come out of all this. Reporting live at the Attorney General's office in Phoenix, Donna Rossi, TV5 News.
The suspects involved in that scam were in trouble with the state before. Back in 1996, they settled another consumer fraud complaint with the state of Arizona. Then again in 1999, they were in trouble once again. They were selling computers and electronics through a discount buying club, and that time they were prohibited from doing business in the state of Arizona that involved the mail, the internet, and other communication devices.
A man speeding away from police rolled his van in North Phoenix. That incident ended this morning at 12th Avenue and Greenway Road. Police say they spotted a stolen vehicle near the scene of a burglary. They say the driver clipped a police car and another vehicle as he drove off. His van eventually rolled over, and the force of that crash threw the man from the van. The suspect is in the hospital tonight.
A car alarm woke a family when their mobile home caught fire. Amateur video shot by a neighbor shows that fire. This all happened overnight at the Litchfield Village Mobile Home Park. Firefighters say a car fire caught the wood siding of a double-wide trailer on fire. 4 people were inside the home, including a 3-year-old. They all got out, and they can thank the car that started the fire.
What was really strange is she doesn't have an alarm on her car, but the horn started honking. Yeah, so some kind of electrical something fused together made the horn honk, and that got them out of bed.
That fire caused $10,000 in damage to the home and the vehicle. The sheriff's office is investigating, trying to figure out just how that car caught fire. New information now on the cause of a fire that burned a 6-year-old girl. Fire investigators say her 4-year-old brother was playing with matches when the fire started. The fire started yesterday just after midnight at the family's home near 17th Avenue in Buckeye. The children's mother was able to get everyone out of that apartment safely. The 6-year-old was taken to a Valley hospital to be treated for burns. The hospital released her late yesterday afternoon.
Can the city of Mesa take away property from a small business and give it to a bigger business? Justices on the Arizona Court of Appeals are deciding that issue. The city claims it has the right to take Bailey's Brake Shop property on Country Club Drive. The brake shop owner was in court today making his plea to save his business. He says he offered to let the city have his corner lot and even said he was willing to relocate.
What about just moving us over to the side or something? And he said, no, there isn't room for you there, and you'd have to deal with the city, that I won't be dealing with you, you know. So he had no intentions of, you know, coming and acquiring my property as a person or anything. You know, he's going to use the powers of the city to get rid of me.
The court heard from both sides and will rule at a later date. New at 5 tonight, get ready to see more aggressive bees in your neighborhood this summer. It seems the drought may soon bring man and insect closer together. TV5's Elizabeth Sanchez is live outside, and she says bee experts are blaming Mother Nature for this warning. Elizabeth?
Wayne, it's all about supply and demand. With no rain or not much rain, that means fewer nectar like this, and that's what bees need to make honey. So they're holding on to their honey. They're acting more aggressive. On Saturday in Mesa, they attacked and killed a dog.
We never know what to expect, and we always want to be prepared.
Bees are keeping exterminators busy this time of year. And with the state's current drought situation, bee experts only expect it to get worse.
We'll go see where the bees are.
Scott Robinson and his company, AAA Bee Removers, are getting 300 calls a day from people just asking what to do and from people with a bee problem.
The drought has brought a much reduced nectar flow. So that means there are the same number of bees as last year fighting for a much reduced nectar. So they're much more aggressive.
Aggressive enough to kill. On Saturday, bees attacked and killed a dog in Mesa. That bee behavior worries parents.
Well, I have small children and some with allergies. I'd be very concerned if something happened to my children.
Yeah, it's worrisome because you know, you don't want your kids or your pets out there, but I don't know what you could do about it.
Very difficult to get out.
Robinson says one thing you can do is bee-proof your home.
Well, right, but I see hundreds of places for them to get in. And let me show you some of them. What we say is any hole the size of a pencil, a bee will be able to access.
Robinson says caulking any opening does the trick. He says look at gas line and electrical connections. Make sure any hole is sealed. But there's no guarantee of keeping bees away from your backyard or neighborhood. If you find them, call a bee removal expert. Some pest control companies may not have experience in exterminating bees. And here are some more things you can do to protect yourself. Don't wear dark colors like black, like I'm wearing. Try to avoid that. Bees are attracted to those colors. Don't run if you see bees. They'll just come after you. And don't jump into a pool because they'll wait for you to come up. If bees are attacking you, just curl up in a ball and cover your face like that. In Phoenix, Elizabeth Sanchez, TV5 News.
In other news now, an Arizona man has made a big achievement. A Hopi Indian has just graduated from the United States Air Force Academy. The graduation was held at the Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Donald Rumsfeld gave the commencement speech. 929 cadets graduated today.
Topping tonight's World Watch report, the war against terrorism is now in a new phase. That new phase is called Operation Buzzard. Hundreds of British troops are on patrol at the Afghan border. They're trying to keep al-Qaeda and Taliban fighters from sneaking back into the country. They don't want anything to disrupt efforts to form a new government. 14 people are now confirmed dead in the bridge collapse in Oklahoma. Divers pulled another body from the Arkansas River today. Investigators are talking with the tugboat captain who was guiding the barges that hit that bridge. He says he blacked out before the crash. D.C. police are asking people to be on the lookout for this pinky ring. They say it belongs to Chandra Levy, and it's missing. The 14-karat gold ring has 2 diamonds and the initials CL on it. Police think it may turn up in Rock Creek Park, where her remains were found last week.
The recovery effort is over.
And tonight, emotions are running high at Ground Zero. We will take you live to New York coming up after the break.
Take a look at this. Federal officials say it helped them uncover a terrorist plot.
The plane that also functions as a helicopter is back in the air tonight, but not for regular flights.
And Mother Nature put on quite a show for one area. We'll tell you where this was all caught on tape.
And take a look, a live picture of Bank One Ballpark. The time is 5:08. It is 104 degrees outside.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather. Did a popular diet drug cause her death? Her daughter thinks so. Eye on America investigated, and wait till you see what we found. Later, following KPHO-TV 5 News at 5.
This month, TV5 brought you breaking news as fires threaten lives and homes across our state. Choose TV5 to keep you informed from the ground and in the air. TV5 News, the station to watch for breaking news.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Ashley Furniture.
24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. At the North Phoenix Prayer Center, there's someone waiting for your call. That's right. All you have to do is dial 602-707-PRAY, and someone will answer and say, "How may I pray for you?" It will make all the difference in the world. So why don't you call that number today? Anything's worth a prayer, and we are ready to pray with you.
He's known for his music, hot moves, and for being a teen heartthrob. But he could soon go where few people have gone before. We'll tell you where he's headed.
You're doing it wrong. We can help. $18 to join, $18 a month. Pure fitness, it's for everybody.
Sanderson Ford is Arizona's only full-line Ford dealer. And with our huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, we know we can help you find a vehicle that's right for you. We'll also help you care for it with Ford quality parts and service. Come discover why 2 out of 3 customers have bought from Sanderson Ford before. No pressure, no hassle. Stop in and see us at Sanderson Ford.
Our product is Ford, our business is people. That's the Sanderson way.
It was a blast. There's one guy, Jeremy. I mean, he just...
High dues got you running away from your jam?
Exactly.
$18 to join, $18 a month. Pure fitness, it's for everybody.
And you're looking at a live picture right now. Check out that temperature, 103 degrees, gone down 1 temperature. Probably doesn't feel any cooler with that degree. It is 5:10. More than 8 months of backbreaking, heart-draining work has come to an end at Ground Zero in New York, and workers are saying goodbye to their nearby home away from home. On September 11th, St. Paul's Church became a place where workers from nearby Ground Zero could come to rest and pray. And now, since the recovery effort has ended, hundreds of those workers wanted to gather one last time at the church that became a refuge. In fact, the church hasn't closed once since those terror attacks. CBS correspondent Jamie Colby has been covering those services today. She joins us live from New York. Jamie, what kind of emotions did you see out there today?
Wayne, everybody really shared the same emotion. At the same time that they're sad to leave because they feel that the job was not complete, they feel ready to move on with their lives. They feel like this city must rebuild and that they must get back to their families and to their jobs. And, you know, they get a lot of respect for the work that they did, so they are ready to move on.
They sure do. Hey, I understand there was no damage to that church on 9/11, even though it's pretty close to Ground Zero. Can you tell us about that?
You know, the parishioners call it a miracle, and it may be because it's located just alongside the World Trade Center. Not even a window was broken. The church was left standing, even though so many buildings right next door were damaged. So there's a special spirit there that everybody shared today at this final Mass.
And we understand that there still is one more big ceremony out there yet to come tomorrow. Can you tell us also about that?
Absolutely. That'll be the last formal ceremony at Ground Zero where we are now. And everyone that has worked here, many since September 11th, will come and say their final goodbyes to the people that they've worked with and also give their thoughts and prayers to the families who sadly did not recover their loved ones.
Okay, that's Jamie Colby reporting live tonight, joining us from New York. By the way, CBS plans to have live coverage of tomorrow's ceremony. A salute at Ground Zero begins at 7:27 tomorrow morning. The ceremony will consist of music and tributes, and you can see it all right here on TV5.
The federal government says it uncovered and stopped a plot to blow up a National Guard armory in Florida. This is the list of things needed to wage a holy war, allegedly written by the suspect. Federal officials say it was written by a 19-year-old Pakistani immigrant and his friend who wanted to blow up the armory in Hollywood, Florida. The teen's attorneys say his client did not want innocent people to be killed. If convicted, both young men could face up to 20 years in prison. Well, the FBI is about to undergo some big changes in its structure and in its focus. The fight against terrorism is going to be its #1 priority. The plans were unveiled today by FBI Director Robert Mueller and Attorney General John Ashcroft. But Senator John McCain says we can't secure everything completely.
It's one of the reasons why it's so important that we go to the source of terrorism. If we spend all our energies on trying to stop terrorism within the borders of the United States, I think it would be very difficult to be optimistic in the long run.
About 900 new agents will have to be hired by September under the reorganization plan.
A controversial military plane is back in the sky tonight. A naval air base near Maryland started tests on the Osprey. The entire fleet has been grounded since 2000 when 2 crashes killed 23 Marines. This crash happened near Tucson and killed 19 Marines. An investigation found several Marine officers' doctored maintenance records. Marines want to replace Vietnam-era helicopters with the Osprey. It can take off like a helicopter and fly like a plane. They want the Osprey in service by December of next year.
There's new hope for people with diabetes in tonight's TV5 Health Watch. A new drug may be able to keep type 1 diabetes from progressing. Type 1 diabetes occurs when the body's own immune cells, called T cells, attack the cells in the pancreas that create insulin. In the new treatment under study, researchers have created special antibodies that seek out T cells and prevent them from attacking the pancreatic cells, allowing them to continue producing insulin. Now, the treatment, which is set to undergo expanded trials, is not expected to prevent diabetes, but it could delay the need for daily insulin injections. And taking a nap during the day could help keep employees sharp. In a new study, Harvard researchers found test performance drop throughout the day, but as little as 30 minutes of napping could help boost those scores. Researchers say the findings show that productivity can improve by giving employees time for a short siesta, and a growing number of businesses are now offering their workers what are called napping rooms.
Shoppers at some Texas grocery stores can leave their money at home. All they need to purchase their groceries is a sample fingerprint. Texas Kroger stores are the first in the nation to introduce a new touch pay system. And here's how it works. A special machine at the checkout counter scans a shopper's fingerprint and matches it to the shopper's credit card. So once registered, shoppers are set. Store officials say they are confident that this new system will be safe and secure. A spectacular lightning storm lit up the skies. Take a look at this. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Didn't get a lot of rain from the storm, but spectators enjoyed Mother Nature's show. There were no injuries or accidents related to that lightning storm.
And I understand that storm on the outskirts of there brought a lot of rain and flooding to areas around there, not particularly in that area, but around those areas.
Nothing like that here.
Don't like to see that lightning. 6 degrees warmer today.
We can feel it. Yeah.
Yes. And we just dropped a degree. We're watching it was, what, 105, right? And then it went down to 104 just like that.
Topped out at 106 today. So it's actually 7 degrees warmer. I'm sorry, it just went up again. 106 degrees. So we're about 7 or 8 degrees above normal. There you see latest shot here at the Camelback Mountain. Good looking day. That breeze, that little bit of breeze that we had today sure saved things for us. That was nice out there. 104 now, as we mentioned. Humidity been very, very low, so your evaporative cooler is doing its thing. That's not a problem. We'll probably have to wait till July. We get that monsoon rolling, and that will be a problem. So you can save on your electric bill for the time being. As far as pollen counts go, let's take a look at those and see how things are going. It's starting to rise up a little bit. You'll start to maybe watery eyes or whatnot, but still staying in the medium range all the way till Friday. And then over the weekend, the winds should pick up a bit, and I think that's going to rise the pollen count up there too as the winds pick up on Sunday and even into Monday. 101 right now at Scottsdale, Deer Valley at 102. And in Goodyear, it's at 102 degrees. Yes, we promised those triple digits. We delivered them all over the state. 106 right now in Bullhead City. Tucson with 100, and Safford checking in also at 100. And look at this, Flagstaff at 84 degrees. Some record highs. I'll have them for you tonight at 6 o'clock, looks like. Record highs in many of the areas in the high country, and that's going to continue tomorrow as we continue this area of high pressure to build even stronger. There's the winds, pretty light except for up Kingman. We've had gusts up to 17 miles an hour. And with everything being dry, keep an eye on things there. Low pressure area down here off the California Baja coast. That's what we're keeping an eye on. Everything else can't penetrate this huge area of high pressure. What we are going to see is some of the tropical moisture from Alma that is a hurricane. It's now up to 90 miles per hour winds. This could hook up. We're trying to make it a date. We're trying to get them to hook up here a little bit. This low pressure area and some of the tropical moisture, if they do hook up, we'll see some more cloud cover coming in this weekend and maybe even rain. But right now that's still a ways off to see if these two systems kind of link up and power some of that moisture in our direction. Here's how it shapes up for the next couple of days for us around the area. Big area high pressure sitting right on top of us tomorrow. That will peak out our temperatures for tomorrow, and then it's going to back off. High is going to push off to the east a little bit and allow for some of the clouds from the south to come in, and then by the weekend, potential for some rain in the high country. We won't get too excited. It looks like the Southern California deserts could be involved with some of that rain, and some of it might leak over into Arizona. That's coming up for the weekend. Temperatures for tonight going to 51 for Prescott, 57 for Sedona. Tomorrow, 107 for us, 101 in Sedona, and then clear skies for tonight, 77 for our low tomorrow, 107, a little bit warmer, east winds that you'll like them, any kind of wind we can get, and that 7-day outlook, yeah, by the weekend things are going to cool down a little bit, but the triple digits are going to be up and down for the next, next 3 or 4 months.
When 99 starts looking cool,
oh, yeah.
you know we're in the thick of it.
Start wanting to throw a party when it's 99.
Yeah. All right, Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff.
Here are some of the news stories coming up on the TV5 News at 6. A Valley man has been arrested. He is accused of murdering his girlfriend's 2-year-old. And remember that huge fire near Prescott? TV5 will take you to the location where investigators believe that fire started. Plus, fake water workers. It's a scam you'll want to watch out for in your neighborhood.
Tonight, some Prescott residents are without mailboxes. The reason? Someone's using dry ice to destroy them. Prescott police say dry ice bombs are causing damage to mailboxes when they explode. You see, the dry ice expands a container until the container bursts, taking that mailbox with it. So far, a half-dozen mailboxes have been totaled. Well, if you drive along the Squaw Peak Parkway, you've seen those artistic pots.
They caused a lot of controversy when they first went up. Now, are they going away? The answer next.
And one NSYNC singer could be taking quite a trip and leaving his group and groupies behind. We will tell you where he wants to go to get away from it all.
And a live picture right now outside from one of our TV5 Valley cams. Sun Devil Stadium right there in front of us. Clear skies, 520 and still 104 degrees.
Josh, I was doing laundry.
And your mother found this in your pocket.
Cool, my royalty check. I sold my science project.
For $1 million?
That Cox high-speed internet is really paying off.
Mutual funds or bonds?
Whatever. That's my broker.
Do you feel this way about the internet in your home? You will with Cox high-speed internet. Get free installation with Cox Fast Connect and a 30-day money-back guarantee when you order today. With an always-on internet connection, you'll never have to dial up again. Plus, it's up to 10 times faster than Qwest DSL 256 with MSN broadband and up to 100 times faster than AOL dial-up. So fast, so easy. 7 out of 10 high-speed internet customers use cable modems and not DSL. Cox high-speed internet is now available valley-wide. Order today and get free installation, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 623-594-1136 today.
He's one of the hottest musical acts around and set to perform at tonight's Miss Universe pageant. So why did CBS say no way when Mark Anthony told the network what he wanted to sing? That answer's coming up.
You already know you want a Volkswagen. Now, when you lease a new Jetta for only $198 a month, it's even easier to make the Chapman choice. See Chapman Volkswagen at 6601 East McDowell in Scottsdale.
Boopy wants her binky.
Mommy's gonna get Boopy the binky. Binky. Binky.
Everyone's gotta go with a fresh sliced meat and fresh baked bread of a Blimpie.
Stop by Blimpie to pick up your Diamondbacks Double Play Rewards card. Receive a voucher for 2-for-1 Sunday home games on your 4th and 7th purchases and a free Blimpie sub on your 7th. Enter to win great prizes like a road trip with the team when you redeem your ticket vouchers at the ballpark. See store for details.
You already know you want a Chevrolet. Now it's even easier to make the Chapman choice with rebates up to $3,000 on new Cavaliers. See Chapman Chevrolet just off the I-10 on Ray Road in Chandler.
It's time now for the TV5 Traffic Watch Report. Let's go live to Skyview Traffic's Eric Zod.
Thank you, Diana. Let's first take a peek at the crowded Broadway curve. All these travelers trying to migrate to the east side of town from Phoenix, down there off in the horizon. Very slow from 40th Street through that section of town. A crash on the Loop 101 westbound transition ramp from northbound I-17. And if you're eastbound on the Pima 101, there's a wreck at 7th Street as well. Northbound 7th Street detoured at Bethany Home Road for a broken water pipe underground. Use 7th Street there. And there's a crash on the 202 headed east at Priest. You'll find it off to the right, but heavy delays through that area from Van Buren to Priest, then the upper end of Tempe looking good out to Gilbert Road. For Traffic Watch 5, I'm Eric Zott.
I'm Mario Piani live in Newshawk 5. Right now we are over a fire which appears to be at some sort of a dump or some sort of a car recycling place. We're near Buckeye and about 21st Avenue. It was just, we were just happened to be flying around the area and we saw the fire start. It doesn't appear that any of the fire trucks are on the scene yet, or I don't see any fire trucks on their way here either. So some people down the station, if they could call this in, we'd appreciate that. 21st Avenue near Buckeye. So far, 2 cars are on fire. We'll stay over the scene and bring you the very latest. Reporting live in Newshawk 5, Mario Piani, TV 5 News.
One of the NSYNC members could soon be in outer space. Lance Bass is trying to get a ride to the International Space Station. He's expected to hold a news conference in Moscow later this week. The space program there put the singer through physical tests to see if he's fit enough for space travel. If he makes it, he will be the 3rd space tourist to visit that International Space Station.
And we think he's a big star now.
Yeah, exactly.
And you think rock stars always get what they want.
Well, think again. One network shut down a singer's request. This one, find out why Mark Anthony had to find a different tune for tonight's Miss Universe pageant.
In May, TV5 put the products you wonder about to the test. Did this blue water add spice to your love life?
About 20 minutes after I drank the entire bottle of Niagara, I got a massive headache and just had to go lie down.
TV5 said no, but you may want to plug this device into your phone if you're trying to keep telemarketers from hounding you.
If you'd like to make a call,
Count on TV5 News Wednesday nights at 10 to answer the question, does it work?
Hi, folks, I'm Tex Earnhardt, and I guarantee you this ain't no bull.
Get the lowest prices ever on new minivans at Earnhardt's. At Earnhardt Dodge, buy a new Dodge Caravan minivan for only $15,995 or $257 per month. At Earnhardt Chrysler Jeep, buy a new 2002 Chrysler Town & Country minivan for only $22,995 or $377 per month.
Hurry into Earnhardt Dodge on Country Club south of Baseline or Earnhardt Chrysler Jeep at Baseline Rural. I guarantee you this ain't no bull.
All we have is 30 seconds to let you know there is a safer way, a better way to lose weight and feel great. Medical Solutions, the proven weight loss program. Medical Solutions has helped thousands of people reach their weight loss goals. Medically supervised, no gimmicks, no false promises, prescription medication available. Make an informed decision. Find out how you too can lose up to 40 pounds in 60 days. Start to lose weight now. Call Medical Solutions at 480-970-0665.
America's seniors, they have been there for us. We need to be there for them. Congressman John Shadegg has always fought for Arizona's seniors. He voted to add prescription drug coverage to Medicare in 2000. Now Congressman Shadegg is working with President Bush to pass legislation again to add prescription drug coverage to Medicare. He has always stood up for seniors, so stand up for him now. Thank Congressman Shadegg for fighting to add prescription drugs to Medicare and tell him that you'll appreciate his vote again.
I'm Mario Piani live in Newshawk 5. We are over a salvage yard at 27th Avenue in Buckeye, where some of the cars in the salvage yard have caught on fire. At first there was just one, but now we have about 4 cars that have caught on fire. The first fire truck has just arrived on the scene. We've got another one pulling in as well. At this point, though, they have not been able to get very close to the cars in the lot, so they're having a difficult time getting to it. We'll stay over the scene and monitor it. Reporting live in Newshawk 5, Mario Piani, TV 5 News.
As for Mark Anthony, he wanted to sing in Spanish. CBS said no, sing in English.
We'll see you at 6.